Hello. So my name is Nicholas, and this is my brief introduction for my role into our company, the Critical Palate. So I'm the lead operator and reputation consultant for our firm. My role is to bring the bridge closer together through the bridge between customers and what is happening and saying online and what actually happens on your floor. I'm there to fix the problems and to bring the bridge together. I'm the person who does the anonymous dine-ins, interviews the dishwashers, and writes the 90-day playbook. I'm more of a behind-the-scenes guy that doesn't really get seen. But my expertise sitting the table, I have been doing more than 10,000, analyzing more than 10,000 of these reviews online on across all platforms, Google, Yelp, TripAdvisor. I've been doing anonymous dine-ins, trying all of the bad reviews, suggestions, seeing if they're actually true or not, and helping as much as I can with the restaurants when everything gets uncovered. So why should you care and why should you hire me specifically? What do I bring on the table? How can I save your time? So the obvious part here is you do not have the time to read 500 reviews a month. You don't have a system to track any of the reviews. And that's where I come into place. My expertise is helping you out on every online department with all my team. My knowledge says you that 20 hours a week you'll spend guessing, trying to find the best way to deal with all the online bad reviews, where I can narrow that down into 5 hours with my team and save you a lot of time and money doing so with the best advice. So next, I want to talk about some of our core values here. So our first core value will be process over blame, and I want to say how we don't point fingers at stuff, and we fix the systems that cause the errors. And then for our second core value, I want to talk about local first. We prioritize independent restaurants over corporate chains because they're the heart of our communities. And then for the third core value, I want to talk about our continuous improvement and how Kaizen, which is Kaizen, that's how we call it. It's not just a buzzword, but we live in small incremental changes that yield lasting results overall. We believe that the results are going to compound and compound and make big results in the longer the time. And for number four, I'll say empathy about for owners. Running a restaurant is very hard, and we meet clients where they are also hard, and we try our best to help with every aspect possible. And then for our fifth core value, I would say that results that last. We don't offer quick fixes, but we build systems that are sustainable and sustain for our last core value. So a little bit about our background. So we were a small team who saw a local restaurant struggling, and we decided to find our company during the pandemic. So we were founded in 2021 during the pandemic, and our headquarters are in Georgia, Carrollton. And the reason we found our company is because we saw a lot of local restaurants struggling with negative reviews and bad online management, bad websites, and very bad general just online management, which make them lose a lot of money and orders since everything was takeout. And what do we care about? We demonstrate our care through in-person visits, anonymous dine-ins, staff conversations, and owner partnerships. And we believe in local first by prioritizing independent restaurants over corporate chains, which is what I would be talking about. And another part of our business is that we donate 5% of our earnings to a community. We donate to local food banks and scholarships in Georgia. And our goal is that we turn customer feedback into actionable results, and our success rate has been all through the roof. We have been averaging our clients have been averaging an increase from 0.7 to 1.2 stars every within 6 months, which is 90% of our clients since the second year. And our mission is to empower restaurants and turn every dining experience into a 5-star story. So the restaurant I'll be talking about is Christine Southern Eats, It's at 422 Newman Street in Carlton. They're open through Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. They serve Southern comfort food and barbecue, and including porky cheese, fries, burgers. And their most popular dish is the barbecue fries, and their barbecue sauce specifically are most of people go crazy about. The self-owned business first started off as a hot dog cart called the Winnie Wagon in 2016, and it transformed throughout the years. The vibe is very casual, cozy, friendly, and the prices are moderate from $10 to $20 per person. They have a 4.8 rating in Google, and customers have really great reviews about the foods, the stuff, and it's overall one of the best places to eat in Carlton. These are some of the competitors nearby that are threatening Christine's presence that I will be talking about, and how there's some threats that could possibly happen. First is the Juicy Crab in Carlton, which serves fresh seafood with bold seasonings and friendly service, but it has some problems with accuracy, inconsistent cooking, and food safety based on reviews in Carlton. And then the other place I'll be talking about is Heaven in Your Home, which offers very similar food type to Christine's Cuisines with great desserts, but it has limited hours. But they both compete with Christine Southern Inns by offering homestyle meals and being in the same area and place. So for the next slides, I'll be covering opportunities and threats for Christine Southern Cuisine Eats. And we can start now with the first slide. So moving to our first opportunity, I would, I would like to mention how big the portions are. Here we can see a comment from Jessica Nees saying how great the food was and how big the food was, and she mentions how the prices are great because of the food you get. And during the reviews, I saw a lot of reviews mentioning how big the food is and that the price was okay due to the portions, which means that people didn't know about how big the portions were. So a good thing to do is advertise it. Either you can add it in the names, mention that you have a burger, a special burger with an extra big side of fries or an XXL or a huge side of fries, so people know that the portions are big, and that can also justify the price because a lot of customers did complain about the price of the with the but didn't know that they were big portions, and that would be a really good advertisement marketing your products at oversized portions. Now we're gonna move to the second slide. So moving to opportunity two, and the second slide, I would like to talk about the friendly staff and how many of the reviews mentioned most of the reviews mentioned two stuff about the big portion sizes and how friendly the staff was. Here we can see a review from Gaby and Angie, both talking about how extremely kind and pleasant and how the atmosphere is great. And Kaylin was a very friendly and informative. And you can do a really nice opportunity would be doing a guest identity, adding a wall of top employees and guests, and making customers get to know each other, get to know the guests, and having a name recognition program will be really good. Like who made your visit great, like have questions and stuff about, and make the customers engage more and talk about the stuff. And that could also be further advanced in social media, having Instagram with pictures with all the staff members. And yeah, generally having a bigger connection with the customer and the staff will help into growing the business even more. And I would like to move to our opportunity three. So in opportunity three, I want to talk about the barbecue fries and how much people love them. Here we can see three different reviews. I cut parts from three different reviews saying how they got the barbecue fries and the barbecue sauce, and they never had fries that good in my life. Mentions one guy here, and I have a picture as well of the fries. And I think that you need to advertise it more since people weren't that aware. But it would be a good thing to like make it a special dish or like a limited time dish with your barbecue fries, advertising like every Thursday have like a fry special to attract even more customers. And a good thing is putting like QR codes on tables with like radar fries and make customers vote about fry options with fried sauces that I can choose, and making more engagement, and generally advertising the fries and training all staff to tell the customers how good the fries are, and that they're the best special dish of Christy herself. So another opportunity I want to talk is about the boiled peanuts. And a lot of people mention in their reviews how they get free boiled peanuts they didn't know about and how they were really good. And that's a great thing, offering free food, like free food with the dishes. But it needs to be advertised more and advertised correctly. Here we have a review from Vicky P saying boiled peanuts are salt free in dining, but there's salt in the table, so which makes two different products, and that needs to be advertised correctly. Either make both salt free or with salt, and you should put like, and I think you can do is have a special day where you give them like free peanut Sunday or free peanut Friday, and add like extra stuff to the peanuts and make it a special dish, which will really boost sales, and more people will come in those days, showing more busy times as well. So our first thread here is the overpriced. How a lot of people think it was overpriced because they compare it to fast food. I have one review here from Dan Fleet saying it was more expensive than I thought it should be. And looking more into it and your replies as the owner, you replied how you use real Angus beef and real cream in your mac and cheese, making it more expensive. And you should advertise that part more online and let the customers know in between that the prices are more expensive because of the materials being used and the real ingredients used, and also because of how big the sizes are. And you should also maybe add a value meal like a burger, fries, a soft drink for like something cheaper, like a big value meal. That could really help. But the biggest problem is addressing all of the facts before the customer orders, because most of the customers are uninformed about the real how big the portions and the real Angus beef and ingredients being used that make the price that high. Another threat that I found is the noise level that makes customers go away. So here I have a review from Debbie Carl saying that the place is very small. They serve beer and wine, which is totally fine, but that made people, according to Debbie, be more talkative, and that she couldn't even talk with her husband because of how loud people were being with beer and wine, and that she had to sit next door to her laundromat to have a conversation. A solution to this problem would be adding like an outside and an indoors area, and making the indoors area quiet, and maybe like alcohol free as well. Then so customers can have the option to dine in outside or inside, or like a quiet zone, less quiet zone, because noise level can be a really big problem to business, and you're losing free customers and getting you not only you're losing customers, but also getting bad reviews online as well, and this could be an easy fix. So another problem that I found with a lot of people was accusations of like five-star reviews. Here we have a comment from Old Joel saying the people saying how the owner must have tons of friends willing to do five-star reviews because the food was mediocre at best. And the only thing and fix you can do about this is either it's not you should never delete or ignore these comments, just reply online with positive feedback. And you can also add like a drop-in box of anonymous reviews and stuff in the restaurant, and add like in the website online, say how we don't ask for fake reviews, we only want real reviews. If something wasn't right, tell us and we'll fix it, and try to make it as authentic as you can and real for the customers. So another threat and problem that some customers complain about was empty dining room at peak hours and how there was no atmosphere. Here we have a review complaining how atmosphere is almost non-existent, and we're the only ones there for lunch on the Friday at 12:30. This was the same review from the person that commented about the fake reviews. And a fix about that is adding like a special event. This is a really good thing on lunchtime. Like a lot of restaurants should have like a special event on lunchtime, which is because you need the most customers on lunchtime to make it seem busy. Add like a $5 off on fries, like $2 off from fries from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Like our barbecue fries are $2 less, which is like the meal most people eat. That will attract a lot more customers. And another fix would be like making people sit closer together, training staff to put people as close as possible to make the restaurant look as bigger as possible by putting chairs and tables to get more together. But the best option would be adding special events and special menus and dishes during 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. or maybe like a buffet that will attract a lot of customers because a restaurant with no people at that time can do seems does a very bad image. It gives out a very bad image of the restaurant. So here I was talking about my SWOT analysis, and we're starting first with the strengths. So your strengths are pretty good. I'll say you offer oversized meals with good portions, and especially your barbecue fries are the best meal so far with most of the reviews talking about them. So definitely you should be advertising them instantly. You provide friendly and respectful service. You operate as a self-owned local business, which is really strong. It gives people a lot of people on the reviews commented how the prices were fair because of the self-owned business. People love the story. Then you have like a cozy hidden gem feel that makes guests feel welcome because a lot of reviews also wrote about that. There was one specifically. You offer huge, plentiful sparkling face. So, kind of our second part of the SWOT analysis would be weaknesses. So here I want to talk about how service can be slow when restaurant is busy. A lot of people complain about the drive-through being very slow sometimes. There were positive and bad reviews about this. Some reviews said that the service was fast, but some reviews very were complaining about the service, which means when the restaurant is busy, the service gets bad, and that could be like a really big problem, especially drive-through. Now, dining room being loud and hard to talk in is another weakness. Not ideal for customers with tight schedule. I understand being a self-owned business means that hours of operation have to decrease and they're slower and smaller. And then actual price is higher than what is expected. And then small parking space. I didn't mention that in the threads, but there is someone complained about the parking space and being small with adding pictures. And then atmosphere was described as almost non-existent, and you had an empty dining room at peak Friday lunch hour times, and some customers questioned the authenticity of five-star reviews, which could be a big problem. But those are the weaknesses. So here I want to talk about the opportunities, the third part of SWOT analysis. And some of the opportunities are marketing oversized portions with like we can do a bring your appetite campaign. You can launch a staff recognition program to build online loyalty, and you can create a limited barbecue fries special offer with customer voting, which is will be very good. Depend because of how popular the fries were. You can introduce like a hidden gem club punch card to reward repeat visits. Like every 5 visits, somebody earns like free fries or like $3 off barbecue fries, making people think they found like a hidden gem. You can improve speed of service with better workflow during rushes. That's either hiring more staff or getting better staff training. And match online prices with in-store prices to build trust, since a lot of customers complain. Or add that that prices are more than normal, but the portion sizes make up for it. And here we are at the threads part on the SWOT analysis, the last part. Some of the threats are that customers will switch to the juicy crab or have it in your home or the competitors wall close by, especially if your reviews drop lower than them. If your star rating is lower, people might consider them more. Price sensitive diners may choose Sonic or Steak and Shake instead. They may choose cheaper options nearby. as mentioned in reviews, because of the price. Also, fake review accusations could permanently damage trust. A person that finds one review accusing of fake may not take the 4.8 rating that you have, that is very high, as real, and that could ruin a very big, that could be very bad for the trust. Loud noise can make couples go away and make people go away from from the alcohol service you offer them, and also that make families not want to dine. And then an empty lunchroom at 12:30 signals failure to new customers. It shows that there's no work or job, and customers may think the food is not good because of that. And then lastly, I would say slow service when busy may push customers to like other places if not served in time. So in conclusion, I want to talk about how important the online reviews are and how it shouldn't be a monthly chore, it should be a daily thing. You should reply to every positive or bad review in between 24 hours, and because that could be the difference between make that could make casual diners into loyal fans, and you can make small problems go away before they grow. Also, I want to say that you should fix the three biggest problems, which are loud noise, overpriced items, and slow during rush hours. And doing this will make more customers choose you over the juicy crab having in your home and any other fast food chain. And using our company with our special team, we can make sure all those three are fixed, and also the fake reviews online can be problem can be resolved. So we would like to stay connected, and this is our information for the critical palette. Our website and phone number are both on the pictures below. And I want to say a small thank you for listening to the whole presentation, and we will love to be working with you in the near future, and we'll make sure to take your business to the next level and make sure your sales and revenue exceeds even your expectations, and we can make hours and hours upon work that you will be doing, second guessing everything and wasting, and that whole time can go through our special team of professionals and be solved a lot faster and more efficient, and fix every single online problem that you will have with your business.